I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Good afternoon and welcome to Camnet TV Media News. The headlines. BIZWELL MUTALE eyes the Patriotic Front presidency as he denounces recycled politicians. KCM liquidator MILINGO LUNGU denies stealing 4.4 million kwacha from KCM. Join me with the media news in detail after this commercial.
Would you like to win some cool cash? Say no more. Stand a chance to win your share of 1 million kwacha. Simply make a transaction from your ZAMTEL mobile money account and you could be one of weekly winners of up to 10,000 kwacha. Be empowered with ZAMTEL mobile money. Dial *344# to activate your account. This promotion runs from 28th July to 31st October 2021. ZAMTEL, your digital lifestyle partner.
And now the media news in detail. The government has called on the Engineering Institution of Zambia to step up its efforts and provide the needed advice in the implementation of projects. Minister of Water Development and Sanitation, Mike Mposha, says the institution has an important role in promoting the advancement of science, engineering, technological and related discipline to contribute to the improvement of quality of life for the Zambian people. The minister made these remarks when the Engineering Institution of Zambia paid on him Tuesday morning. And Engineering Institutions of Zambia President Abel Ngandu has called on government ministries and departments to comply with the law by registering and employing qualified engineers who are affiliated with the institute.
Allow me to take this opportunity to encourage your institution to step up its efforts of providing the much needed advice to government, particularly to engineering issues relating to the Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation. This is in order to ensure that the ministry's mandate of harnessing water for social and productive use through construction and rehabilitation of water infrastructure to contribute to national water security by 2030 becomes a reality.
It is law, Honorable Minister, that for a person, company or department in a company to practice engineering, they must first register with the EIZ and obtain a practicing license, which is renewable every year. We are aware that in the civil service, including your ministry, sir, most people performing engineering functions are not compliant with the law. We therefore want to take this opportunity and appeal to you, sir, that you help your government and ensure that all engineering professionals in your ministry and organization affiliated to you meet this requirement.
The Food Reserve Agency has so far paid 1.2 billion kwacha to farmers and is owing some farmers 1.4 billion kwacha. So far, the agency has purchased 875,098 metric tons with a total value of 2.6 billion. Meanwhile, the agency has disclosed that it has been allowed to export 450,000 metric tons of maize. FRA Board Chairperson Kelvin Habwezia says Zimbabwe and Democratic Republic of Congo are among countries who want to import maize and meal from Zambia.
The Food Reserve Agency FRA says Zambia is food secure owing to the maize bumper harvest of 3.6 million metric tons. FRA Board Chairperson Kelvin Habwezia told a media briefing in Chongwe District Tuesday that so far the agency has purchased 875,098 metric tons with a total value of 2.6 billion kwacha, and it has so far paid 1.2 billion kwacha to farmers and is owing some farmers 1.4 billion kwacha.
To be precise, 875,098 metric tons of maize. Now that's a lot of maize, and we are still buying. Our intention is to buy up to 1 million tons of maize, and we're on course to getting those numbers. The response from our farmers has been overwhelming, and like I said, we have a bumper crop this year. As an agency, we have been inundated with the farmers' maize. And you must have heard cries from across the country that there were insufficient grain bags. That was not true. I think what was true was that there was a lot of maize which farmers wanted to deliver to FRA at the same time. And as you know, we can only buy so much at a given time.
Meanwhile, the agency has disclosed that it has been allowed to export 450 metric tons of maize, and Mr. Hambwezia says Zimbabwe and the Democratic Republic of Congo are among countries who want to import maize and meal from Zambia.
The Food Reserve Agency is cognizant of this fact, and we are doing everything possible to make sure that this debt is dismantled. And coupled with this matter is, as an agency, we have been given authority by government to export, or rather to sell, both on the local market and the export market, 450,000 metric tons. 450,000 metric tons. And we intend to use the proceeds thereof to dismantle the debt I'm talking about. As we speak now, we have received interest from neighboring countries that are interested in our maize. Management is busy working out the details. We are also going to sell part of our maize on the local market.
The agency also highlighted that issues of packaging and storage have been sorted out. Patrick Soko, Camnet News, in Lusaka.
Patriotic Front member of the Mobilization Committee, BIZWELL, has charged that he is ready to be the president of the Patriotic Front if the members give him a chance. Speaking when he featured on a special program on Camnet TV Tuesday morning, Mr. MUTALE says the rebranding of the PF will mean bringing in new people to lead the party and not recycling old members who contributed to its downfall. He says the will of the people have sometimes been sidelined by the party officials who have continued to act selfishly when appointed party representatives, a move he claimed landed the party in problems 2 months ago.
The loss of the 12th August 2021 general elections by the Patriotic Front party, if not well handled, may be the end of the party ever bouncing back into power anytime soon. While the loss came as a shock to many party members who did not see it coming, to others such as BIZWELL MUTALE, a mobilization committee member, the loss was well anticipated as top party officials were too selfish and stubborn to listen to the advice of the people. Mr. MUTALE is now back and wants to see to it that the party is rebranded, which he says cannot be done if the same committee members who caused the party to lose continue to lead the party. He was speaking when he featured on a special interview program with Camnet TV News Tuesday morning.
If you are buying a car, the first thing that you need to know is the engine. Before you could start looking at how beautiful the seat to look like, it's the engine. What happened in the PF, we had the beautiful seats in our cars, beautiful seats, beautiful paint around the body, but the engine was empty inside, and it wasn't even there. There's completely nothing inside. And when we were told that there is, today we are trying to find out what happened to our engine, we don't know.
And Mr. MUTALE says President Edgar Lungu in the first place did not deserve to contest as a party president, but that it was enforced against the will of the people who saw it fit to vote the PF out of power to correct the mistake.
And we are not going to rise with the central committee we had. We are not going to write with our current leaders that we had that led us to that. That changes now. We need to change it. Let the people now take the lead. And the people that are going to put the leader who is going to lead this party going forward. Not the central committee. You can have multi-billion money to buy everyone into the party. Not this time. This time, the people will speak. The people will choose. And the people on the ground will be represented by their people that they'll put in, who will be accounted for.
And when asked if he has aspirations to contest as the party president, Mr. MUTALE says he would if the Zambian people will that he leads them.
People speak. It's people's choice. Who are we going with? If they have given BIZWELL MUTALE to lead the Patriotic Front, I will accept because the people they have called. I will accept. If they have called BIZWELL MUTALE must be our president, I will accept because the people of Zambia have called. If they have called another candidate, I would accept and I will support. We have a direction. As a party, as a team, we are going together.
For now, we will sit and watch as the wrangles in the party continue to unfold. Prudence Chota, reporting for Camnet TV News.
In other news, United Party for National Development Alliance Media Director Tabo Kawana says the UPND administration through the anticipated 2022 national budget plans to focus on decentralizing the economy. Mr. Kawana highlighted that government is to significantly invest in agriculture to yield practical economical results for the benefits of all Zambians. Mr. Kawana has since urged citizens to exercise patience and trust that government is equal to the task in fulfilling its promises. Mr. Kawana was speaking when he featured on a governance program on Camnet TV dubbed National Matters Monday.
It is exactly 8 weeks since the United Party for National Development, UPND Alliance, formed government following an overwhelming victory in the 2021 general election. The New Dawn government, who is still in the settling phase, and so far made changes in the system, including most commended cleanup of cadarism in trading places across the country. Despite several changes being noticed, many still feel that the New Dawn government is on a slow pace, acting on patent issues ranging from resource recovery to appointment of key positions in government, job creation, among others. On the other hand, the government has been consistently asking from its supporters and general citizenry to exercise more patience. Speaking when he featured on Camnet TV National Matters Monday, UPND Alliance Media Director Tabo Kawana recorded the need for people to exercise patience and give the government an opportunity to work.
We need to exercise a bit more patience. I know that it is beginning to sound boring and irritating to keep using the word patience. But we can't avoid it. It must be exercised. The president was sworn in on 24th. We voted on the 12th of August. Sworn in on the 24th of August. Yesterday was the 24th of October. He's only been in office for 8 weeks. Surely, how can you feel abandoned after 8 weeks? Just 8 weeks. You already feel abandoned.
How can you feel abandoned?
After 8 weeks. So, maybe using the word patience sounds maybe rude to some people, but tutekanye. Titekanye. Vamushe viluwera.
Mr. Kawan has further highlighted some of the expectations in the anticipated 2022 national budget.
So the president will present the budget this Friday through the Minister of Finance. You will see in that budget where money has been allocated and how it is deliberately growing an environment that will spark activity, that will create employment at the local level. Because our call, our rallying point is decentralization. And in decentralization, we are taking the money away from Lusaka and taking it straight to the district, straight to the constituency, straight to the ward, to the section, the branch, and so on.
He reiterates that government is equal to the task and is doing everything possible to address the needs of its citizens.
And his desire is that Zambians should become entrepreneurs by the age of 21. And he knows and he calls that Zambia must and shall, under his administration, be developed by Zambians. That is the whole essence of decentralization. To take the money away from the central location and take it to the people, so that the people themselves implement the programs, therefore in the process get empowered and in the process bring the much needed development at the local level.
Alex Shimba, Camnet News in Lusaka.
Konkola Copper Mines liquidator MILINGO LUNGU has denied stealing 4.4 million kwacha from KCM mine before the Lusaka Magistrate Court. LUNGU, who is also a legal practitioner, is slapped with 1 count of theft and 1 count of money laundering. He pleaded not guilty Tuesday morning when he appeared before Magistrate Felix Kauma.
Recently dragged to court on allegation that he stole 4.4 million kwacha from Konkola Copper Mine during his time as liquidator of the company, MILINGO LUNGU denied the allegations Tuesday morning before a Lusaka magistrate Felix Kauma. Mr. Lungu, who appeared before a Lusaka subordinate court in the company of his lawyers, pleaded not guilty to a charge of theft and money laundering. He was arrested by the Drug Enforcement Commission last month after the commission concluded its investigation pertaining to the case at KCM. The accused, who is a legal practitioner, apart from being a provisional liquidator of the country's and one of Africa's largest integrated copper producer mining company, has been charged with 1 count of theft and 1 count of money laundering, contrary to Section 7 of the Prohibition and Prevention of Money Laundering Act 14 of 2001, as amended by Act number 44 of 2010 of the laws of Zambia. The state accuses him of stealing 4.4 million between 22nd May 2019 and the 20th of September 2021. If convicted, Mr. Milingo is likely to spend not less than 5 years in jail. He is, however, expected to commence his trial on the 29th of November 2021. Miriam Kemba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
We'll now get into the headlines. BIZWELL eyes the PF presidency as he denounces recycled politicians. KCM liquidator MILINGO LUNGU denies stealing 4.4 million kwacha from KCM. Thank you for joining me. Good afternoon.